I can't get it off the ground. So one morning before church, I'm scrolling through IG and I see my supply sergeant just posted something about Evolve Therapy. And I was like, oh, Sergeant Thomas, she's a therapist. So I DM'd her right then. I was like, hey, Sergeant T, it's Jörg. And we haven't talked in 20 years since I got out.
She was your supply sergeant at your previous unit?
Yeah.
When you were still in?
Yep.
Okay.
So, and yeah, we deployed together and like, so I reached out and I was like, hey, I have a really cool idea. Can you call me? She called me that afternoon. I told her exactly what happened. And she was like, that's really cool. I would love to. So November of last year, November of 23, we started This Sober Vet. Episode 1 was me telling my story. Cause I figure like, if I want my guests to be vulnerable, I have to lead by example. So I started with my story. I introduced Dr. T, on episode 1, and then episode 2, moving forward, we have veterans, active duty, male, female, all branches, all MOSs, all different addictions come on just to tell their story. And again, no one's going to quit until they're ready.
Yeah.
But if we can plant a seed, if we could be a ray of light for those still in the dark, if we can show a veteran who's currently struggling, like, look, all these other veterans were where you are, and look at where we are now, sober and thriving. You could do that too.
Yeah.
That's our whole purpose, is just to be a ray of light for those in the dark, to put a little crack in the dam, just to get them to consider sobriety. Because I guarantee you, if you're on the path where I was on, it's only a matter of time till prison or death. And if you don't want to end up in those places, you got to try sobriety. With This Sober Vet, it's just vets telling their sobriety story to show you that if you're struggling now, you can do it, bro. We've all done it, male, female. Addiction does not choose, but we're all sober on this side. We're thriving.
I think one of the most important things that you just said is not doing this by yourself. That's I think that's probably the single most important. Not that everything else wasn't, right, but for people that are desperately wanting help or wanting to change their life or wanting to quit, but they just don't know how. Mm-hmm. You need a support network.
100%.
That's a reason why AA and NA and all these other organizations have worked for so long. AA specifically. Yep. NA, it's kind of like a little bit wishy-washy. I mean, I've seen some people that have been very successful with it, but I've seen a lot more success from people that were at AA. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that is. That's just from my limited exposure to it with people that I know, but
right.
Part of the reason why that stuff is so successful is because there's other folks that have shared experiences that you meet up with every day. Mm-hmm.